Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with another guide for The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. This time I'm going to show you how to get through the Fair and Sky Thunderhead Isles. I do want to put out a big spoiler warning with this video. If you have not already been told to go here or to this general area, don't watch this. This is part of a major mainline story quest. Okay, for those of you sticking around, welcome. I'm going to show you how to get through the Thunderhead Isles. Normally, I don't do guides for like just island archipelagos, but this is more akin to a dungeon than anything, so I figured some folks are going to need some help. There are a total of 2 shrines in the Thunderhead Isles. I already have one at the end because I found it very early on, and you can actually skip this entire thing if you get to this shrine. So if you want to know how to skip it, or if you don't want to know how to skip it, just skip past this in the timestamps in the description for when, past the spoiler warning. Okay, so if you want to skip this entire thing, just go down to Farin and start at the Joku-usin shrine, which is just above Lakeside Stable. Starting from there, you want to jump and glide over to this hill right here, ride up the waterfall using Zora's armor, and then right here in this square of 4 stones, a block will drop out of the sky. You use rewind on that block. It brings you all the way up, and then you can just glide over to Dragonhead Isle. Your vision will be obscured as long as you, if you haven't gotten the Tempest to go away, doesn't matter. You can access the shrine. You can continue on with the quest, and you don't have to do any of this. You could skip the entire thing, but you just ride that time block up, drift over, and you're good. Okay, so that's it for the spoiler warning. If you are here and you have only just started the quest to find the 5th sage, or if you're wondering how we got here and how we uncover these islands, I'll take you through that very quickly right now. So essentially, you need to get all 4 sages. Once you get all 4 sages, you go back to Lookout Landing. You will then be sent on a quest into Hyrule Castle. You finish that quest, you come back to Lookout Landing, and then you are told that you need to investigate the ruins of a civilization long past, or something like that. And so then you come back over to Kakariko Village. You investigate the Ring Ruins with Toro and the new leader, I forget her name. You investigate the ruins there, and because they are now accessible, you are able to access the ruin in the sky. So you just climb up the mountain, use Ascension, get up there, and then take a picture of it, show it to Toro, and then he will tell you to meet him at the Poplar Foothills Skyview Tower. From here, you will go down into this area here, the Zonai Ruins, and yes, in Breath of the Wild, this is called Zonai Ruins. I checked yesterday. From here, you will want to go to this spot right here. You will find Toro's camp, and then there will be a very tall Dragonhead statue, like along the right bank of this river. There will be a new door that has opened. That door only opens if you're on the quest to find the 5th sage. If you get there early, the door will not be there, and the armor set will not be available to you. So you have to be on that quest to get that armor. I have tested that. Once you get the first piece, he will tell you to use your Sensor Plus to look for other treasure chests. Really, all you have to do is look for other tall Dragonhead statues. There's 2 more, so there's 3 total for 3 pieces of armor. Once you get all 3 pieces, they're all along the river. Once you get all 3 pieces, you want to go to the end of the river, and then somewhere in this general vicinity, there will be an altar. You want to leave 1 regular-size Zonai charge at that altar, and then, once you do that, the tempest or hurricane around the Thunderhead Isles goes away, and they become more accessible to you. And that is where we are starting. So we are going to launch out of Poplar Foothills Skyview Tower, and then get going. One thing I recommend, or actually a couple things. 1, upgrade some armor. This is late in the game. Enemies are going to be dealing a decent amount of damage to you. Second thing, recommend you have this armor set here, the Froggy set. You get this by completing all of these newspaper missions with Pen at all of the stables in Hyrule. Once you complete all 12, you'll get the final piece. I think you get 1 at 5, 1 at 9, and 1 at 12 or something like that, but just do all 12, you'll get the full set, and this makes it so you don't slip while climbing. So that's very, very useful. For the most part, though, we are going to be using this set here, the Charge set, because it gives you Stormy Weather Attack, which is incredibly useful in this area. Okay. All right, so the islands are directly in front of us. So all we gotta do is just glide on over. So I really enjoy these islands. It's a very good challenge. It also forces you to kind of work a little bit differently because you can't really use any sort of metallic objects while you're here. If you do, they will get blasted by lightning. So you need to either use Zonai weapons and shields or wood, which I think is just nice. I like when games sort of rip the rug out from under you. And there is actually a Proving Ground shrine in here that does that to an even greater extent. Okay, so I have a bow equipped, which I shouldn't do. Let's get rid of that. And then just in case you can't land on that platform up there, you want to come down here, and then we can just use Ascension through this column here. And then we'll get started. All right, welcome to Thunderhead Isle. So, starting off, we are going to just sort of survey the landscape here. The general direction we always want to head in is south. As you can see here, this is our destination here, Dragonhead Island. So we always want to be heading south-southeast for the most part. There is a lot of treasure here. There's a Sage's Will. There is an additional shrine, which we will do in this walkthrough. And there's a Flux construct that gives an old map. There's another old map, so there's a lot to do here. But the general direction you always want to head in is south-southeast. All right. Once you feel comfortable, you want to get started. So our first destination is going to be this island here to deal with that construct. And like I said, you always really want to be using Zonai weapons or wood weapons here because of the lightning. And anything metal is a lightning rod. So you got to be very careful. Oh, God, come on. I mean, it's fine. He's dead, but we don't get the treasure now. It's fine. There will be other opportunities. Okay. So, continuing on here. Let's go down here. And let's come over here. And we can open this up. Mighty Zonite Spear, which is extremely helpful. Let's go ahead and drop a corrupt weapon. And then I am going to try to bait this guy in here. I just want to be able to use a shield for a second. Perfect. I'm just going to use this till it starts shocking. Please don't blast him off. I need this guy to live. Oh, that stunk. I was holding my shield up. What happened? Okay, cool. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Perfect. Okay. And then we can actually take this out, and then I shouldn't have picked that up, but it's fine. Go to attack power. Create this. Brilliant. Okay. So, if you're running low on health, I don't recommend worrying about it too much because there is a shrine in the middle of this sort of island chain, so you'll get a health restoration eventually. But, you know, if you're near death, then by all means, you know, go ahead and eat, or at worst, place down a travel medallion and warp back to an inn, and then warp back here. Okay. So this is an interesting concept. The horn on this dragon is a lightning rod, and when it gets struck by lightning, the hammer gets activated. There's a circuit on the floor that activates it. Alternatively, you can throw shock fruit at it. However, sometimes the current comes back to you, and then you end up getting struck by lightning, so I don't exactly advise it. All right. So, for right here, we are going to jump over here and then ascend up here. really love the music of this place. It's very nice. Alright, get yourself a topaz. Cool. And then we can drop down here and then deal with the Wizrobe. So Wizrobes are all sorts of annoying. Especially because they're able to see you. But spears are extraordinarily helpful against Wizrobes because you can hit up. Perfect. So you can take the topaz rod if you'd like. However, I find it gets me into more trouble than it's worth. All right. Cool. So now we are going to get ourselves an old map. The shrine sensor begins going off. However, the shrine is in this building over here. It's really nowhere close. You can see the green light emitting from it. It's nowhere close. So don't get your hopes up just yet. Okie doke. So we have a Dragonhead lightning rod here, and you can see that the circuit corresponds to a mechanism that will pull these bars back and give us access to a chest. Since it is not lightning in here, or raining thunder and lightning, we can throw a shock fruit at it safely and then drop down for it. Alternatively, you can blast a hole in the ceiling. There are some rocks. There are some rocks up there, and then you can, just cause the lightning to come down naturally. But it's faster to just use a shock fruit. All right, once you're ready, ascend back up, and then you saw that there were 2 constructs on the roof here, so I am going to deal with them because I want their gear. All right, there's an archer right here. Hello. All right. So this guy has a sword, which is very helpful to me. You want to try your best to keep them away from the edges because you don't want them to get blown off. Occasionally, if something gets knocked to the ground, like an enemy gets knocked to the ground, occasionally what will happen is you will automatically get their drops, but that doesn't seem to happen up here. That only seems to happen in shrines, now that I think about it. Did I get his weapon? No, I did not. Maybe it's still up there? He had a sword. That's the bow. Come on. Oh! Wow. That was violent. Did it drop in? I really want this sword. It's very good. Oh my god, tell me the sword fell off the island. Nope, found it. Let's go ahead and drop this thing. Actually, do I have a ruby torch? No, I want that. That's my snow stuff right there. Let's drop that. And then let's go ahead and make something out of this. Equip it. Perfect. Going back to the spear, though. All right. Hopefully we can make it to the shrine without dying. I'd really rather save my food than use it. Okay. So if you'd like arrows, there are some in those boxes. Just don't light them on fire. Okay. I just heard lightning. I thought I was going to get zapped. All right, let's go up to the roof here. And there should be 2 constructs up here. Oh, one's dead. Probably got hit by lightning. Yep, this tree got blown apart. He was definitely standing underneath the tree. Poor thing. Oh, no, there he is. That was weird. I guess I didn't know there were 3 up here. Don't knock him off. I want his sword. Thank you so much. All right, I'll drop something else. We'll drop this weird thing. I made a cannon claymore one time. Didn't work out super well. All right, let's go ahead and fuse this. Perfect. Okay. Now we're ready to move on. All right, let's drop back down. And then we are going to build ourselves a minecart. Now, the game sort of shows you what to do here. However, this is a metal platform, and so that's going to get blown up by lightning right now. What we want to do instead is build the same exact thing out of wood. And so what this does is, in the middle, we get sort of like a stabilizer, and then that stabilizer sits in between the 2 tracks and keeps everything on track, literally. So you want to build that just like it appears on the metal, and then take a fan off the shelf, and then attach the fan to the end, like so, and then give it a whack. I don't think I knew about these islands. Okay, what I'm going to do really quick, just because I want this to be 100%, I'm going to drop a travel medallion right here. This way we can warp back to this, and I'm going to see what's down here, because if this is a chest with like an old map or something in it, I'm going to be a little upset at myself for not knowing about it. Okay. No, it's not anything. Okay. Oh! I thought he was dead. Okay. I guess this is just here in case you fall? Yep, that's all it is. Okie doke. Let's go ahead and go back over here. Glad I looked, but I guess it's just there in case you fall. If you did use a travel medallion and you're following along one-to-one, just make sure to pick it up before you move on. It's easy to lose track of these things. And there's no quick collect all function, at least that I'm aware of. Actually, there is, but there's no way to easily see where they are. I wish there was a way to, like, filter the map. Okay, so we have this chest here, and this is where the frog armor can come in handy. However, what you can do is you can stand near the cooking pot here, and then we can just glide on over. But the frog armor can come in handy there. Okay. Cool. So now we are going to come down here. And then I'm going to ascend. Wait. What? Hold, please. Did I just fly to the wrong place? These islands are confusing sometimes. Alright, let's try that again. Okay, that's the building with the shrine. Never mind, we're good. Okay. Let's come over here. And then there's a few constructs on this island here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly take one out using a shock fruit arrow. Okay. And then the level 4 is up here. Oh, Jesus. All right. Okay. Very good. All right, there's still a couple more. Ooh, a Mighty Zonite Sword. Wonderful. Gonna drop that. Pick that up. Now we finally got a shield to use. How wonderful. All right, there's going to be a construct on this side as well, although sometimes he gets blown up by lightning. Not this time. What happened to my bow? Oh, I dropped the bow. Okay. Not the end of the world. Glad I did that. Okay, very good. Whew. All right. All right, so now what we got to do is we got to build another minecart. Although I think with auto build, probably... Okay, and then we don't have one the same size. I guess not. Just spend the 3 zonite. I don't care. All right, go ahead and take this. And then we are going to put it on the track here. Just like that. And then, as you can see, the shrine is in that building. So what we need to do is, as we are riding this platform, as soon as we get under here, we need to ascend. So what I recommend doing is just readying ascend, and then hitting it as soon as you see a green light. All right. Welcome to the midpoint. So this is the Joku-usin shrine. I'm going to cover this shrine in this walkthrough, just so it's, real 100%. This is a Proving Ground shrine, and it's called Proving Grounds Short Circuit. And so, the name is always a hint. And so we're going to use electricity to kill a lot of constructs really fast. Although the beginning is going to be a little slow. And I'm glad I got the health refill. All right, go ahead and pick everything up. And then what we need to do is I'm going to attempt to sneak strike one of these constructs. No, I failed. It's okay. All right. You don't want to attract the attention of the alarm bots. That's what you don't want to do. All right. So, unfortunately, this guy's stuff is over here. Yep, that's what I wanted. Okay. So, unfortunately, we've attracted some attention here, which it's okay, though. He's actually giving us the arrows we need. That's wonderful. Thank you so much, sir. All right, so we're going to take our shock fruit, and then we are going to shoot an arrow at the metal platforms that these constructs are perched on. And then that is going to one-shot them. Brilliant. All right. So now that that's done, it doesn't matter whose attention you grab. Because now we're going to come over here. Oh, hello. Yikes. Okay, we're going to come over here, grab all this, and then we are going to glide over here, and then we're going to take a weapon, and then even if it's already pre-fused, it doesn't matter. Go ahead and destroy the fused material and put the shock emitter on it. Now from here, what I'd like to do is maybe drop aggro if possible, if I can get out of their way. Wait here for a second. Hopefully everybody will go back to doing what they were doing, because their original positions are incredibly vulnerable positions. Perfect. Okay. So these three constructs right here that are circling this perimeter, they are surrounding a series of metal platforms. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to glide down, start attacking, and then what's going to happen is they're going to get electrocuted by our shock emitter that is attached to our weapon. And this becomes very easy. Now you do have to watch out because the shock emitter can like run out, so you may have to let it recharge, but you should have just enough power to make it work. Bit of a sloppy start, but that's okay. I really do wish they'd let you keep all the pickups in these shrines. I've actually never really done the math to check, but it's something I wish for. All right. Get some Electro Elixir, which gives us, you know, some good electricity defense, and then we can get our Light of Blessing, but most importantly, we can get our health refill. Alrighty. So that is the midpoint shrine. The shrine at the end is just a Roarer's Blessing style shrine. Yeah, so it's just sort of a health refill because you need to spend health to open a door. Alright, once you're ready, you know, grab any sort of resources you want out of here. Sky shrooms, zap shrooms, whatever you want. And then when you're ready to leave, you want to stand here and then use Ascend to go through the ceiling. Okay. This island has a lot going on. Straight up, it's got a lot going on. So let's go ahead and activate this dispenser. This way we get credit for it on our map. I always recommend dropping in Zonai charges because you get 2 items per charge. You should have a ton of these if you've been sort of following along with the guides or just exploring the world a lot. Alrighty. It is now time to visit our friend, the Flux construct. Be warned, there is a treasure chest attached to this guy, and that treasure chest is metal. So not... Wow. I did not have a bow equipped. That was legendary. Okay. Oh my god. Alright. Get your Ultra Hand ready. Try to find the right cube. I don't know where it is this time. It should be in the middle. That's on his shoulder. Oh, wow, I got it. That was crazy. I gotta use a stronger weapon. That's not doing it for me. Let's use this one. Okay. Wait for the blocks to come down. Whoa! Oh, no. Okay, thank God we got the shrine. Oh, wow, that stinks. That's okay. Wow. This is why we get shrines, ladies and gentlemen. Let's try that again. Also, what happened to my bow? That's not good. I need a bow. One of the lightning blasts must have done me in. Okay. Let's attempt that again. I can't believe that happened. No, I was literally just about to do it again. It's like instinct. Got it. Oh, the cube. I hate the cube so much. Oh, got it. Okay. Will it happen again? Will it happen again? No. Okay. Man, that would have been real funny. Okie doke. So be very careful when sort of ending this, because this treasure chest, like I mentioned, is metal and will get struck by lightning. However, inside is an old map. What could be there? I don't know. Although I have the light root right next to it. Don't know what it is. If you get an old map and you've already collected the treasure, it will tell you. So I don't know how I missed that one. All right, let's go ahead and attach this to something. That looks great. Perfect. Okie doke, that's that. So now what we're going to do is we need to build a minecart that's going to go back to the point where we can zip up to the shrine. However, we're just going to warp to make it quicker because that's going to save us some time. And then we're almost done playing around in this section. Almost. There's quite a lot of treasure in this area here. All right, ascend one more time. All right. So this is why I wanted a bow. But once I get inside, I could use the bow. It's fine. All right, let's go this way. We want to swim around these likes. Okay. I'm going to kill the likes, but I just needed to get around them. All right, so since we're inside, we could use a bow. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use shock fruit to sort of zap all of these likes. However, when we use the shock fruit and electrocute a like, the egg or whatever it is going to be exposed, so you want to ready an arrow right away. Just like that. And then we can shoot it. Just like that. For this one, I recommend sort of shooting to the distance. This way you don't get electrocuted. Case in point. Oh, I thought that was it. Okay. So they drop some chests, and inside of these chests, one of them is an old shield, but two of them are weapons. Let's go ahead and change that now. I really don't know what happened to my bow. I feel like this one is the old shield. If it's not, I'm going to skip the third chest because I don't want the shield. Cool. I mean, just because sometimes treasures are random, but it's been twice in a row now this has been the shield. I played through this, recorded a walkthrough, didn't like it. That's an even better shield. Look at that. Okay. Glad I got it then. All right, so likes drop arrows most of the time, so sure to pick those up. Ooh. Strong Zonite sword. Let's get rid of this. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to ascend through this ceiling. And here we are at another, one of these things. So what we need to do is we need to reach this island here. This island has a very important treasure on it. So let's move the goalposts. I'm going to try something. What if we throw this, like, over here? Perfect. Okay, you can throw it in the distance, I guess. Great. Okay. So, now that we're in here, what we can do is we can break this open. However, be careful of the like. Now, what we're going to do, because we're creative, we're going to do that. Perfect. Love it. Go ahead and open this up, and this should be a Sage's Will. And for me, this was my 16th. So, provided the 5th Sage doesn't also have powers for me to level up, I think I have found every single Sage's Will. Alright, go back to your regularly assigned weapon, and then it is now time to ascend again. Well, wait. Why does it... Oh, it's in case you want to approach from that angle. Okay, got it. Right? There's no other real way to go here? Oh, no. Okay. Cool. Alrighty. Let's glide back over. And you want to try to reach the top because we need to ride this again. This time, though, we want to point it the other way. Oh, God. So this thing actually kind of gets stuck sometimes. Like, you can see there that there's a mound in the way. All right. So we want to go in this direction. I'm going to try that shock fruit thing again. Cool. All right. First things first, we're going to go over here for a treasure. And so we need to build ourselves a really heavy minecart, but there are rockets this time to get us through. Okay. Go ahead and pick up the rockets. Put one on each side. You don't need to pitch them on any sort of angle. Okay, and then once you're ready, stand on it, give it a whack. And then you want to make sure you jump off. This way you don't sort of slide back down when the rockets run out. Those are the words I was looking for. Okay, this is Zonite bow. Go ahead and drop this royal bow. Perfect. And then go ahead and grab some shock fruit if you like. Wonderful. Okay, time to go back. And now we need to build a couple of minecarts out of wood. And using the power of fans, you'll be able to do some work. So you'll notice that this track on the left sort of bends in on itself, so it's broken. And then these two tracks are broken as well. However, the one on the right goes all the way into the distance. That's because we need to build two carts, like I mentioned. One of them is already built for us. So go ahead and slot that down. And then we're going to auto-build the same thing. Oh, that doesn't count as building? Okay, well, build the same thing. I'm actually going to make this lighter, just because we have to use fans and not rockets here. Okay. So you want to stand over here and then put this on the track like so. Okay, time to attach some fans. Let's go ahead and grab a fan off the shelf. Oops. Like that, and then grab one more. And then attach it to the end of this platform. Okay. Now, we're going to use this to not get very far, but it's going to at least get us to the other minecart. Oh. Unbelievable. My own weapon because I pressed Y twice. Ugh. Unreal. Unreal. Unreal Tournament 1999. Well, that counts as building at least. So we can rebuild that. I like how if you use auto build but have to use zonite for certain pieces, what you build turns green. I think that's very, very cool. Okay. Out of safety, I'm going to shoot this with an arrow. Okay. Wonderful. So once you reach this side, you are good to go. So now we're going to come over here. Just be warned, there are constructs in the area. If only that first hit, you know? Okay. Cool. So we have a couple of big boulders here, platforms. There is a chest on this one, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to equip my froggy set. This way I can just climb it. However, the intended path is... Let's do this. I'll show you the intended path, and then I'll just climb up there for my treasure. The intended path is for you to walk over here and then ascend up here. So let's deal with this guy. This is why I like doing this island. You get so much stuff. So much stuff. So now we're on the other side because we've ascended. However, we still have that chest to get. So I'm going to equip my froggy set. Like that. And then you're going to see the power of this armor because we're not going to slip. The only time you slip is if you jump up and don't like grab the lip of something. Okay, so very carefully walk along here and then open the chest. Almost done. Almost done. I guess the purpose of this is just glide over. Yeah. Okay, so go ahead and glide over. And then this is going to blast us up to this island up here. Oh my god. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. As I was doing it, I was like, oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like that angle. I didn't like that angle because it was a bad angle. I am not dealing with these guys today. Go! Those guys wanted to kill me. We were going to wait for the lightning on that last one. Oh my god, we're all the way back here? No way. Oh, oh, this is brutal. This is brutality. Oh, God. Oh, that's horrible. I'm so sorry that happened. This place is tricky. That's the end, by the way, too. Like, that's, like, one of the last things you have to do. Come on. Fun with building. Get off. Jeez, that took forever. Ooh, close. Also close. All right. One more time. I'm not even going to chance it. Not even going to chance it with the froggy armor. Just in case I'm mildly wrong about ever slipping, I don't feel like having it happen. Okay, now let's wait for the lightning. Very gingerly, just, you know, we're doing our thing. Ooh, butterfly. This is dragonfly. Thunder Darner? Electric Darner. So what I really like, just as we're waiting for this, I really like that Tears of the Kingdom calls lightning lightning and not thunder like every other game. That is one of the weirdest changes in the Final Fantasy series, is that they went from calling the lightning spells bolt to thunder. I don't get it. Anyway, here we go. We got a chest here. And then we can just walk through here. And then we will be at the end. So we can do a nice cinematic jump here. And then there is a building that we need to land in. Although there is a puddle of water here for us, which is really the intended landing site. Okay. You get some gorgeous music. The rain has stopped. And then there is a shrine down here. Okay. So this is a Roru's Blessing style shrine. It just refills your health and, of course, gives you another Light of Blessing. However, the real destination, there will be vines here you've got to cut down with a sword. The real destination is this door. This door requires 10 hearts to open, so it's the only real hard requirement is you need 10 hearts to open this door. You can do this without having done Thunderhead Island. You can just get here by swimming up the waterfall like I outlined in the beginning of this guide. You can do it as early as you reach the surface. The only thing you got to have is 10 hearts. You've got to do 7 additional hearts times 4 is you got to do 28 shrines or kill a few bosses and do a few shrines. So that's the only requirement. Now, I will call a spoiler warning here because there is a little bit more to do, and it can be a touch confusing how to do it if you're not like super comfortable with the mechanics of this game. So if this is all you needed to know, great. Just walk up to the door. As long as you have 10 hearts, you can open it. I don't have 10 hearts, so I've got to eat something really quick. Okay, and so spoiler warning, I'm going to open the door and show like the real final part of this island. There is a little bit more to do. So if this has helped you, be sure to subscribe, all that good stuff. For those of you sticking around, let's open the door. All right, so when we speak with this mask, we get a cutscene. I'll skip it just so you can have it for yourself. But the 5th sage will speak to us and tell us to bring the mask with us. So we can't just leave it. We've got to treat this as if it were a shrine crystal. So don't just leave it. All right, go ahead and Ultra Hand it. Then you want to put it on the front of this wing. You don't have to put it on the front. You just got to bring it with you, and I like to keep things balanced, so we'll throw it on the front. And then we want to take a few fans. Actually, I can probably auto-build this. I do have a schematic for this. I think it's called Attack or something like that. The raiding plane. Oh, the battery I don't have. That's okay. That's good enough. Don't forget your mask. It doesn't have to go in any sort of way. I just like being cinematic about it. Oh, these are backwards. No, they're not. I'm dumb. And then just because they're giving it to us, I'll take a 3rd fan. You don't need it, though. In fact, 1 is probably enough. Okay. Go ahead and place it on the track. And then we are going to guide it to where the green line is pointing. So we're just going to go down into this valley here, and there's going to be a big statue that has a sort of altar in front of it. And so we just got to kind of land the plane nearby and then bring the mask with us. So the mask is the important part, not the wing, not the fans, not anything else. So just make sure the mask gets to the destination. go ahead and detach the mask, and then bring it to its destination. There we go. That was weird. Okay. I will leave it here. This is the last thing you needed to do. The rest of it, it's not necessarily autopilot, but it's obvious what to do. There is a whole extra piece of this. There's like a whole other quest that I will also make a guide for. But that's it for now. I'm not going to show anything else. Just take the mask where it needs to go, and then keep taking the mask where it needs to go. But that's it. I hope this has been helpful to you. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. You can also leave a super thanks by clicking the heart icon below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. The links for those are in the description below. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.